Alright, no more fucking around. We are starting this flipping video. If you love being cozy, you love watching crafting vlogs, but low-key, watching these vlogs make you just wanna rip and cut violently into your whips because everyone's projects seem so much better than yours. Boy, do I have the video for you. Without further ado, let's talk about the projects that I am going to make. But first, sip of coffee. That's a cold coffee. Let's put it down. So the first Christmas gift that I wanted to craft is crochet bouquet flowers. This is the only crochet project that I have taken on. I'm actually kind of done. I'm not quite done yet. This is it. So I made these little crochet coasters. This is for my mother-in-law. I think these are lovely for like mums but even like your girlies who have more of a girly aesthetic or cottagecore aesthetic. I feel like this would be really cute. Highly recommend that. That's my first project, so that is definitely in progress. The second project that I have been so excited to do, but I'm also low-key shitting myself for it, is the sailor slippers. I'm gonna be making that for my husband, and this is the one that I haven't started yet. I do have all of the yarn in here. I got my yarn from Wool Warehouse. They packed it in this like cute organza bag. This is gonna be my first like time felting, so I am shitting myself, okay, because I am so scared that like I've spent all this time knitting this project only for it to like shrink. So I'm gonna show you the yarn that I'm gonna be using. So for the stripes, these are colors that like my husband picked out. He just ticked a bunch of like the colors that he liked, and then I curated the color palette for him. So that's also an idea if you want to do that for your loved one. So these are gonna be the stripes. This is Drop Snow, which is the recommended yarn. For the I-cord, I thought we would use an orange. For the sole, I'm just gonna use a medium gray. So looking at all of the yarn, I'm nervous, okay? This is the amount of yarn. There's some little bits in there for other things that I just kind of dumped in, but this is a lot of yarn for a pair of slippers, okay? That's why I'm kind of scared and I need to start today, okay? There's no more fucking around. I need to start today. So yeah, come along with me. I actually forgot one more project that I have already started kind of ages ago, to be honest. It's actually there in the background. So one of my main projects that I already started working on is this cardigan. It's by Loupy Studio. So this is a free pattern. This is a stripe raglan cardigan. I'm pretty sure you probably already know this cardigan, but this is my progress. So I basically am done making the yoke, I think. I still need to do like rapid increases, but this took me so long. I think I was hating it a little bit when I inserted this like blue stripe. So this is another project that I am working on. This is not a gift. This is a gift for me. So this is another project that I am going to be working on. I think I do kind of need to put this not in the back burner, but like I default into working on this project. I need to change that default into the sailor slippers because that is a little bit more urgent. We have a deadline for that one. So yeah, come with me. I'm gonna start on the sailor slippers now. At this point, I have lost count on how many times I said that I was gonna start my sailor slippers, but I just realized the time. It's like 3 p.m. and I haven't eaten lunch yet. And I am planning to live stream on Twitch. So I need to take care of myself and actually eat first.
Everybody! Hello! Hello! Doing my shopping. Oh, I'm back, Angel. Oops.
Oh my god. Okay. He's incubating my cardigan. Thank you so much, potato. Okay, we have started casting on. Okay, I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. I was like essentially having a nervous breakdown just trying to cast on. I'm finding this actually really difficult because of the needles that I'm using. I used to find this like, because I have bamboo needles. These are like one of the first needles that I actually purchased and used. And they're good in the sense that like the stitches don't like slip off, but it also does mean that I'm having to work a little bit harder to like move the needles along. And also I'm finding that like because the cable is so tiny, it's like that long, it's just hard with the way I knit. Like the stitches don't want to move, you know? The friction of the bamboo prevents it from slipping. Or maybe I made the stitches a little bit too tight? I'm not sure. I have a feeling I'm gonna need to buy new needles.
A few moments later.
Oh, I basically just cast on the correct amount of stitches. I've knit or purled one row. I made 2 rows basically and realized that like, hello, I'm meant to be making a gauge. So I had to like frog it. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. I only made like 2 rows, so it's okay. It's just I am realizing that I don't know if these needles are working for me anymore because they did serve me well when I was a beginner and everything was slipping all over the place. I feel like it's just so it's just quite straining to work with now that I kind of know what I'm doing. So I might actually need to buy new needles and I might potentially need to create another gauge if I use different needles because my tension is going to be different, right? This is what I've made so far. I feel like it's just a little bit like inconsistent. That's a little bit annoying because it also means that like I need to wait for my new needles to arrive. But such is life, I guess. Such is life. Okay, please don't shame me. I'm looking at Daddy Bezos. I might get the needles from Amazon because it's gonna be like the quickest delivery. And I don't know if I'm gonna regret this, but I think I'm gonna get this one. Just because that is going to be the one that arrives the soonest. Also, it's the cheapest one.
it just sort of... Oh no, here, it tells you at the bottom.
Don't say a word.
That's not fair! Roland, why should I be the only one that knows?
I have a Pilates class. It's a Saturday morning. I think I'm late. Anyways. Our new needles has finally arrived. Please ignore the fact that this is from Daddy Bezos. Ignore that. Yes! It's so cute. I love that it's pink and it's plastic. Or acrylic. Whatever. Acrylic is plastic. Okay, let's see how this goes. I am a teeny tiny bit nervous about about using this because I just realized, because I posted a TikTok, I asked for some advice because my gauge, so the gauge calls for 12 stitches equals to 10 centimeters. However, my gauge is 12 stitches is 8 centimeters. So it looks like I am really tight. I am hoping it's because of the material of the needles and the fact that my cable is so tiny, it's like really hard to work with. That's why I still went for the 8 millimeters, even though people were suggesting that I could use like a bigger needle. I'm gonna finish up because I am just finishing up. I've got like that much knitting to do, and then I'll probably have a little bit of a break because my hands are cramping. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, to be fair, I do have a method that I could use. I found a really good like TikTok video talking about how you don't have to meet the gauge, you just need to do a little bit of maths and then just adjust to the size, to other sizes. I'll insert the link to the TikTok below because he explains it a lot better than I could. Why didn't anyone tell me that this is gonna be hard? I'm making the gauge swatch. I have switched over to my new needles. This is really difficult. What the hell? Is it because I'm using like chunkier yarn? Is it because... Look, I can't even like stab... I can't even get in there. Like, what is happening? Is it because I'm doing like a garter stitch as well? And it's like kind of the wrong way round? I don't know what's happening, y'all. This is so difficult. I don't know if I need to whip out like English knitting again. I don't even remember how to do it. That's a lie. I do remember how to do it. But like, it's just stabbing into the knit that's really difficult. Okay, there we go. I don't even want to do English. I'm a combination girl now. Okay, no. I am going to persevere, obviously, because I am making this. I can't say what it is because my husband is right there. If you can hear any sizzling, that is my husband. Oh my god, am I gonna survive just making a gauge? I literally feel like a beginner again. And it feels kind of silly because I again, sorry I keep saying this, but like I just made a TikTok about clocking knitting as a crocheter because I started with crochet thinking that it's going to be quite similar. It is really quite different. I was saying that like I actually started understanding knitting when I switched over to almost this exact setup, which is chunky yarn, chunky needles. So that's how I started. I'm really hoping that it's just because I'm doing a garter stitch, which I have never actually done before. That is why it's really difficult to get in there. But one more row and we'll see.